three-quarter try.
Yes! Cedartown wins!
It's time for Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
Welcome into our coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. The Cedartown Bulldogs finishing fifth in the region standings through the end of the regular season at 6-8, and 13-12 overall will face the Southeast Whitfield Raiders, who are 0-14 in region play and 0-24 on the season. Last two meetings of the season, it's been all Cedartown. We won both games in January against Southeast. We started out the new year against Southeast and won that one decisively 83-23. And then on the 31st of January, took care of business at home against Southeast on our senior night, 63-34. Bulldogs looking to win this ball game to advance to the quarterfinals of the region tournament against Hiram tomorrow night at about this same time. Announcers are recognizing the all region players, including Ethan Hampton and Mason Williams for Southeast Whitfield, and for the Cedartown Bulldogs, it'll be Hayden Rittenhouse who gets the recognition. Also, number 4, Zane Diamond Paisley getting recognition tonight. And first team all-region, no shocker at all, Quinlan Cawthorn, the big senior. So congratulations to Hayden Rittenhouse, Zane Diamond Paisley, and Quinlan Cawthorn for their all-region honors for Region 7-4A. And let me tell you, Region 7-4A, as we know, is a very competitive region for basketball, especially in boys basketball for sure. Starters for them, it'll be number 4, Mason Williams. Also number 10, Braden Johnson. Number 45, Jacob Burns. And number 0, Ethan Hampton. And number 5, Noah Singleton. So for them, it'll be Hampton, Williams, Singleton, Johnson, and Burns, your starting 5 for the Southeast Raiders. Cedartown Bulldogs, number 5 in the region standings. Zane Diamond Paisley, the sophomore, will get to start here for the Cedartown Bulldogs, as well as sophomore number 11, Davion Smith. Senior Hayden Rittenhouse also gets the start. Also senior Ashton Turner, and the senior first team all-region number 21, Quinlan Cawthorn. So it's Rittenhouse, Turner, Diamond Paisley, Smith, and Cawthorn, your starting 5 for the Cedartown Bulldogs, who, as we mentioned before, have had no problems with Southeast Whitfield. Southeast Whitfield, the away team in this ball game. They are wearing the black jerseys with maroon trim on the top. Cedartown in their home whites, trimmed in red. Dogs, well, I should say trimmed in red. Red letters trimmed in black. Dogs on top of the number, also in red. The red and black checkerboard down the side of their uniforms. Tipping at the line for Cedartown will be Quinlan Cawthorn. For Southeast Whitfield, Ethan Hampton. So senior versus senior right here. And we are just about ready to get this one going. Winner will head to the quarterfinal of the region tournament tomorrow to take on the Hiram Hornets. As we told you before, if it turns out to be the Cedartown Bulldogs, Cedartown has lost both games against the Hiram Hornets this season. A close one at Hiram, and then we were all but blown out a couple of weeks back. Tip goes to Cedartown. It'll be Ashton Turner to Davion Smith. Now right side, Hayden Rittenhouse. They're working from right to left. Shooting to the right goal, defending the left goal. Quinlan Cawthorn now with it. Spins, goes down to Ashton Turner. Jumper, no good. Rebound will be taken by Woodland in the corner. It was Ethan Hampton with a rebound. He'll give now ahead to number 10. That's Braden Johnson. Johnson gets around Zane Diamond Paisley. To give to Mason Williams. Now Williams top of the key. Williams going to drive it. Feeds back outside. Going to be taken over by Ashton Turner. Turner gets the turnover. He'll put it up off the glass. No good. Rebound by Southeast Whitfield. It'll be Ethan Hampton who will bring it down the floor, and he'll pass once again to Braden Johnson, who will bring it across the half-court mark. And now we got 10 seconds called on Woodland. So Woodland will turn it over. They really didn't have any pressure there. They just lost track of the time. So Cedartown will get the inbounds pass. And it goes to Zane Diamond Paisley. They go down low trying to get it to Quinlan Cawthorn. It was off his fingers, and it's a turnover. Still no score through a minute of play. 0-0. To the right corner, intercepted there by Rittenhouse, and now they give to ZDP. ZDP off the glass, rolls in, and good. Zane Diamond Paisley gets this on the board first. 2-0 lead now for the Bulldogs. Ahead now to number 45, Jacob Burns. Burns has to pass. He'll give it now to Hampton. Ethan Hampton top of the key. Hampton trying to get around his defender. He'll pass it. It'll be a back. Nope, they're going to say it was deflected. So Johnson will bring it across half court again into the front court. And now they stepped out of bounds. Got it to Noah Singleton, and Singleton's foot was on the board. And now we got timeout called. So a minute and a half into the ball game, Cedartown leads 2-0. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back after this.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
CDP with a long three-pointer did not go. Rebound taken by Southeast Whitfield. Number 4, Mason Williams. They'll try a three from straight away, and it's good. And Southeast leads now 3-2. I believe the first time they've led against Cedartown all season. ZDP backwards now to Davion Smith, now to Rittenhouse. He'll try a three-pointer. Short. Rebound by Woodlands, number 10. Braden Johnson. Backwards now to number 0, Ethan Hampton. Coach Greg Cherry's Cedartown Bulldogs, 13-12 on the season, 6-8 in region play. Trying to draw the foul was Southeast there. And Mason Williams going to take it in the paint, deflect it away. It'll be out of bounds off of Davion Smith. It's going to stay with the Southeast Raiders. 5:39 to play. Cedartown trails 3-2. Intercepted pass there by ZDP. Zane Diamond Paisley, paint, jumper, off the glass, good. ZDP with both of Cedartown's baskets and all 4 of our points. We lead 4-3. Here's number 4, Mason Williams. Lost the handle out of bounds. They're going to call a foul first. They're going to get the Dogs. Davion Smith. That'll be Davion's first foul for either side. It'll force an inbounds pass for Southeast. Quick three-pointer try. That's no good underneath. Burns with a rebound, spinning around. He'll try to lay that one up. They're going to call the travel first. The basket did go, but Burns took a few extra steps in the paint. Davion Smith will check it in to Ashton Turner, and Davion will get it right back. So Davion will bring it across the timeline. Top of the key, passes now to Hayden Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse gets around that pick. Goes to ZDP. Almost taken away, and it will be taken away by Woodland. They get the turnover, number 4, or rather by Southeast, but we can get it right back underneath. Ashton Turner, the layup is in. 6-3 lead now for the Dogs. Quickly in transition is Williams. Williams shot blocked there by Rittenhouse. Here comes Quinlan Cothran. Give now to Ashton Turner. The shot is up and no good. ZDP with the board. ZDP goes all the way, puts it up off the glass and good. ZDP having himself a game. He's got 6 points. Dogs 8 and Southeast 3. Almost had another takeaway there. Ethan Hampton trying to get across the timeline. He will. Hampton, left side. He'll pass to the center, intercepted by ZDP. Zane Diamond Paisley gets the pick, goes underneath. It'll be Hayden Rittenhouse to lay it in, his first basket. And now the Dogs are starting to really pour it on, 10-3 here after a 3-2 lead. We've scored 8 unanswered since that 3-2 lead by Southeast. To Burns now at the free throw line. Burns trying to spin around. He'll go outside. They'll try a three-pointer. It is up. It is in and out, no good. Rebound by Cedartown's Quinlan Cothran. Quinlan going to take it across the half-court stripe. Goes to ZDP. Now Quinlan Cothran. Left side is Davion Smith. Smith drives. Nowhere to go with it. Has to spin it back to the outside. What a save there by keeping it from going to the backcourt. Now to Rittenhouse, and his three is good. And Rittenhouse is going to open up a 10-point lead for the Bulldogs. 13-3. We'll take a timeout. Another 60-second timeout this time. We'll return after this.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Well, Cedartown able to take one away, and then number 21, Quinlan Cothran, able to lay that one up and in on the alley-oop layup. And Cedartown now leads at 15-3, and now we got one knocked away and out of bounds. It will stay with Southeast. I've been saying Woodland just about half the time here. Of course, the Lady Dogs just played Woodland, but we're playing Southeast Whitfield right now. Possession will go to Southeast right here, the Raiders. Braden Johnson will check the ball in. Dogs are going to put 3 in the backcourt and 2 in the front court on defense. So we're going to do a little half-court press right here. They're going to try to get it across. He gets double-teamed immediately, has to pass it backwards to Ethan Hampton. They do get it ahead, but it's going to be taken away by ZDP. And now to Ashton Turner, but they're going to say it's out of bounds off of ZDP. ZDP was pushed a bit when he was forced out. So Braden Johnson will check it in again for Southeast. Pass is deflected out of bounds by Davion Smith in front of the Cedartown bench. So Dog imploring some pretty good defense right here. Another inbounds pass. They get it in to Ethan Hampton. 6-foot senior for Southeast Whitfield. 2:58 to play here in the first period. 15-3 lead. He'll take it all the way to the hoop. Lay it up. No good. Rebounded by Quinlan Cothran. And Quinlan going to take it down. He sees a lane. He'll go all the way. It's up and no good. The rebound by Ethan Hampton. Hampton going to take it over. Quinlan Cothran trying to defend there, but he has to back away from it. They'll pass now underneath to Burns. Burns traveled again. His shot was good, but they wave it off. And again, another extra step there for Burns. So the Bulldogs will take it over. Here comes Davion Smith. Cedartown 15 and Southeast 3, beg your pardon. Here's ZDP. He'll try a three-pointer. It is good. ZDP having himself a game. He's got 9 points, and Cedartown leads at 18-3. Hampton again. Trying to get it across the timeline. We're going to sub out 5 here in a moment. It's Hampton, top of the key now. He'll feed over to the right side to Noah Singleton. Singleton. The give goes to Williams. Mason Williams, 15-foot jumper, no good. Rebound by Zane Diamond Paisley. ZDP gets around his defender, brings it down the floor. ZDP between three defenders, shot no good. He gets fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot. We're going to get Hampton there on the foul. That'll be the first on Southeast here. And we'll send Zane Diamond Paisley to the free throw line. Dogs are set to sub out 5, so we'll have to wait and sub 4 and then sub 5 after the fact. ZDP's first trip to the free throw line. His first free throw is good. Pretty good first period for ZDP. So we'll sub everyone out except for ZDP. Jamarius Woodall, Jacavian Woodall. Thomas Robertson, good to see him back. And Colton Prather out there. Second free throw, also good. And another substitution as Isaiah Johnson will check in for ZDP. So a fresh 5 out there for the Bulldogs with 1:51 to play here in the first period. Cedartown 20-3 lead over Southeast Whitfield. Here's Hampton. Hampton being guarded by Jacavian Woodall. JK. Pass now to Johnson. Braden Johnson goes to the right side to Mason Williams. Now atop the key to Ethan Hampton. Go back outside, number 10, Braden Johnson going to take the little floater, good. One of the best looking shots tonight for the Raiders. 20-5 now the score with a minute 20. Here's J.K. Woodall now to Colton Prather. Prather give now to Jamarius Woodall. Now to J.K. Now here comes Colton Prather. Prather in the paint. Jumper is no good. Rebound gets his own board, but it's going to be taken back by I'm going to have to say Southeast Whitfield. I'm going to have to write that in bold letters. Try to get the pass down there to Sean Davis, number 32, and it was off his hands and out of bounds. Cedartown's going to get the ball back. 59.3 seconds to go here in the first period. Cedartown with a 20-5 lead. Colton Prather for the Dogs will bring it down as Cedartown is well in control here against Southeast Whitfield. Prather passes left side, Thomas Robertson. Robertson goes to Isaiah Johnson. Left-handed three, no good. Rebound by Jamarius Woodall. His shot is good. His first basket. 22-5 Cedartown leads with 35 seconds to go. About a second differential on the shot clock and the game clock. He'll pass left side, number 5. That's Singleton. Underneath, it's taken over by Cedartown. It'll be Colton Prather. Give it down to J.K. Woodall. Woodall now to Prather. Prather they're going to call offensive foul on the Dogs. I think they're going to get J.K. Woodall. No, going to get Jamarius Woodall on the screen. Illegal screen. His first foul and only the second for the Dogs here in the period. 15 seconds to go. Here comes number 10, Johnson. Johnson passes. They'll do a quick jumper. No good. Rebound by number 32, Sean Davis. He'll give now to number 4, Williams. 6 seconds to go. Williams going to drive floater. No good. Rebound by Thomas Robertson. And now we'll try a long 3 there. About a 3/4 shot. And it's no good. Cedartown will lead by a score of 22-5 over Southeast Whitfield as we head to the second period after the 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big AA.
Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Welcome back. We're about to begin the second period of play. We've got a discussion by the officials on the floor right now for some apparent reason. Southeast Whitfield trailing 22-5 will have an inbounds pass. We're still waiting on something. Not quite sure what the holdup is. Now we're ready to go. Ethan Hampton looking for somebody open. Dogs guarding pretty well. They do get it in to number 10, Braden Johnson in the backcourt. They'll bring it across the half-court line, and he'll pass underneath to Singleton. Singleton in trouble. Almost had the clock violation called on him. To Williams, now outside to Hampton with 18 seconds on the shot clock. To give now to number 32, Sean Davis. Shot no good. Rebound by Cedartown. It'll be number 10, Jamarius Woodall. They head now to J.K. Now goes to Colton Prather. Now we got a whistle and a foul called. And we'll check the foul. Looks like it's going to be on Mason Williams. His first foul, first team foul for Southeast in the second period. And it goes to Isaiah Johnson, now to Colton Prather. Prather goes to Thomas Robertson on the left side. Give it back to the top to Johnson. Johnson now to J.K. Woodall. Give back to Jamarius Woodall. Jamarius, little floater, jumper. It's good. He's got 4 points. 24-5 lead now for the Dogs. They lead by 19. Ahead they go to Sean Davis. Davis lost the handle for a moment, picks it back up, has to pass back outside. They got it to Singleton. And now back to the top of the key, Hampton, who resets everything. Now Hampton's going to try to drive it. Go over to the shot. Jumper off the glass. No good. Jamarius Woodall with a rebound. Now they give to Colton Prather. Will bring it down the floor. Colton Prather. Left-sided Johnson. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Braden Johnson. Our Isaiah Johnson, the intended receiver there. Colton Prather will look for someone open. He'll go into Isaiah Johnson, Cedartown's starting quarterback. How about a three-pointer try? Good from Colton Prather. Not one to shoot the three very often, but he did that time. He was wide open, and he made it look easy. 27-5 the score. Ethan Hampton, top of the key. They go in the paint to Davis. Davis spinning, falls over. Going to have a whistle, and a foul will be called, I believe, on the Dogs. Nope, they're going to get Davis on the foul. That'll be the second foul on Woodland in the period, the first on Davis. Here comes Colton Prather down the floor for the Dogs. He's in no hurry. Gets across the timeline with about 4 seconds to spare on the 10-second. Pass goes to Thomas Robertson. Now back to Colton Prather. Prather thought about the three. Now goes to Isaiah Johnson. He'll try his three-pointer try. It's no good, and Davis gets the rebound. Davis bounces one over to Braden Johnson. Johnson to the right side. Dogs about to sub in 5 more again. That shot's no good on the left side. Rebound by Cedartown. Colton Prather. Prather with a burst of speed. Goes to J.K. Woodall. Now to Isaiah Johnson. Johnson spins. Paint. Goes underneath. There's a layup. Backwards layup. Good. From Colton Prather. He's got 5 points. Cedartown leads 29-5. 5.5 to play here in the first half. Ethan Hampton again across the timeline. He'll pass over to the right side to Braden Johnson. Johnson for Southeast will back it up. Our Johnson, that's Isaiah Johnson guarding him. They'll go to the hoop there on the pass and shoot. Mason Williams able to get to go, and it's now 29-7. Here's Johnson on the left side trying to drive it. Bounce one over here to Jamarius Woodall. Now Thomas Robertson will try a three. In and out, no good. Rebound will be taken by them. It'll be Braden Johnson for Southeast, who will bring it down. 5 minutes to play first half. 29-7 lead for Cedartown. To the left side, it's Williams. Floater left in for the baseline. No good. Rebound by Cedartown. It'll be Jamarius Woodall. Jamarius in the paint. Shot no good. They'll call a foul on Woodland, and that is the correct call. I beg your pardon again. It's foul on Southeast Whitfield. Oh, it's a late night, folks. It's already, 9:15? And we're 4:48 to go in the second period. It's a weeknight, too. Foul called on Ethan Hampton, his second. Jamarius Woodall to the stripe to shoot 2. This will be his first trip to the free throw line. His first is good. We'll sub out 4. Keeping Jamarius Woodall out there to complete his second free throw. Ashton Turner will replace him as soon as this shot is made, and it's good. So Woodall is out. That'll bring in Ashton Turner, the original starting 5, back out there for the Bulldogs. 4:48 to play in the first half. Cedartown with a 31-7 lead. Inbounds pass to Mason Williams. Williams will bring it down the right side. Williams going to try to drive it in the paint. He'll put up the jumper. Straight on, no good. Rebound by Quinlan Cothran. Cothran in the paint. Layup is going to roll in there, and it's good. Quinlan with his second basket of the day. It's 33-7. It'll be Braden Johnson. Johnson backwards. Oh, taken back over. ZDP underneath. Layup is good there from number 3, Ashton Turner. Just a mistake there. Now we got a timeout called by Southeast Whitfield. Bad mistake there on the turnover. We get points out of it. 35-7 the score. We'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll be back after this on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Looking for great deals? Stop by Livewire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Just on the tail end of the 60-second timeout here, 35-7 the score with 4:16 left to play in the first half. Cedartown back out on the floor as Southeast Whitfield will head back out and do the inbounds pass. Good games for Zane Diamond Paisley, also for Jamarius Woodall and Colton Prather and Hayden Rittenhouse. Each have multiple baskets. They try to go on a pass down low for Southeast, and no one was home, and it's out of bounds. It'll turn back over to the Dogs. Inbounds pass to ZDP, and now to Davion Smith. Davion with no points yet. Rittenhouse will try a three from the left side, no good, and a foul will be called on Quinlan Cothran, away from the basketball. That'll be Quinlan's first foul, only the third on the Dogs in this half, and third on the Dogs in this game, I should say. Mason Williams down the floor. The give to Braden Johnson, rather. Ethan Hampton now back to Johnson. Back to Hampton. He's open from three, and it's no good. But they get the rebound underneath. It's no good as well. Rebound by Cedartown. Davion Smith ahead to Hayden Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse to ZDP in the paint. ZDP shot no good, and he gets fouled. And ZDP will go to the stripe to shoot. The foul on number 10, Braden Johnson. That's 4 team fouls on Southeast Whitfield here in this period. That'll put Cedartown in the bonus shooting from this point out. First free throw is up and in from number 4, Zane Diamond Paisley. That's 12 points now for ZDP. His second one is good as well. 13 points now for Zane Diamond Paisley. And the Dogs lead now by 30, 37-7. Inbounds pass goes into number 4, Mason Williams. Williams, the jumper from the left side, no good. Rebound by Quinlan Cothran underneath. Quinlan take it to the hoop. Quinlan in the paint, stops for a moment, lays it up and in. That's 6 now for Quinlan Cothran, and it's 39-7. They get the pass inbounds to number 5. That's Noah Singleton. Singleton ahead now to Johnson. Johnson on the right side, far side. Now they give it now to number 45, Jacob Burns. Burns goes in the paint, and they're going to call a foul on Quinlan Cothran. That is not a good call by the official right there. Burns is hurt as he gets up, a little kind of hobbling on that right leg. But Burns, the one who kind of lost his balance. So Burns will have to come out. It'll be a non-shooting foul. So Mason Williams will check it in. That'll be the second foul of the Dogs in the period. Inbounds pass goes into Alan Marino. Marino going to take it to the hoop, lay it up, no good, and a foul called on the Dogs. We'll check the call. It'll be on, looks like on Zane Diamond Paisley, his first foul, and the third on the Dogs in the period. Sean Davis is set to check in now for Southeast. But first, we've got free throws coming at the line for Alan Marino, a sophomore for Southeast. First free throw from him is good. Braden Johnson will take a rest on the bench with 2:59 to play in the first half. Moreno making his first. The second one is up and good as well. 39-9, back to a 30-point lead for the Dogs. Davion Smith down the floor quickly. Left side pass to ZDP. They'll go back to Davion on the wing, and now to ZDP. Drives, gives to Quinlan Cawthorn, who puts the little floater in, and Quinlan has now 8 points. 41-9. No dunk yet from Quinlan Cawthorn. He could have done it there, but he just decided to get the sure lay in. Sean Davis shot blocked there by Quinlan Cawthorn, goes out of bounds. Good defensive play there by the senior, forcing a inbounds pass for Southeast Whitfield. And it goes to Moreno. Moreno going to drive in the paint. Shot is up, good. Moreno looking pretty good off the bench. It's now 41-11, back to a 30-point game. Davion Smith. Smith jumper, 15-footer, short, no good. Rebound by Cedartown underneath. It was Hayden Rittenhouse. His shot no good and blocked out of bounds there by the Raiders. It'll stay Cedartown basketball with 25 on the shot clock and 2:18 to play in the first half. CDP gets the inbounds pass. St. Diamond Paisley to Ashton Turner. Turner give outside. Quinlan Cawthorn jumper no good. He gets fouled. And Quinlan will go to the line for the first time today. And now Southeast over the limit in fouls. Foul called on Sean Davis, his second. Quinlan Cawthorn to the stripe. First free throw, no good, off the front of the rim. That's our first miss from the stripe today. We've been perfect since then. We were 6 for 6. Second free throw is no good as well. Ashton Turner gets the rebound, though. Back outside to Hayden Rittenhouse, now to Turner again to the center. Davion Smith. Smith going to drive. He'll put up a 15-foot jumper. Rolls out, no good. Rebound by them. It'll be number 5, Noah Singleton, by the Raiders. Williams to Ethan Hampton now with 1:53 to play. Hampton from the free throw line. Jumper, no good. Rebound by Cedartown. ZDP. Zane Diamond Paisley. Paisley head now goes to Quinlan Cawthorn. Back to ZDP in the paint. Give now to Ashton Turner. Shot no good. And they're going to call a whistle and a foul on the Dogs, I think. They'll get Ashton Turner on the offensive foul, his first. And that'll be over the limit, I think, for Woodland, or for us now. That's 4 on us. So I guess next up we'll have foul shots at the line. Inbounds pass, they get it into Ethan Hampton. Hampton going to cross the timeline. Hampton backs it up. He'll have to pass, get it to Sean Davis, back out to Moreno. Moreno going to drive. He lost the handle. It's going to roll on the floor, picks it back up. Now goes to Hampton with 18 on the shot clock. Minute 23. That one almost knocked away. Hampton trying to get around Ashton Turner, and they're going to call Turner for a weak foul right there. I'm talking weak. And that is his second. And that will send the Raiders to the free throw line. It'll be Ethan Hampton to the stripe with 1:18 to play. Quinlan Cawthorn is out now, and Keenan Price is out there for Cedartown. First free throw from Hampton is no good. Second one from Hampton is in the air and no good as well. Rebound by Cedartown's Ashton Turner. To give to Davion Smith. Here's Davion across the timeline. Davion backs it up. Go pass now to Ashton Turner. Left side to Cawthorn, who's in the game now. And there's a jumper, rolls around and goes in there. Keenan Price with the 2. Braylon Cawthorn, the younger brother of Quinlan Cawthorn, is in the game now. Number 10, Braden Johnson, to give it outside. They'll have to drive it. They'll head to the hoop. No good. Rebound by Price. Give now to Davion Smith. Davion across the timeline. Gives now to Cawthorn. Underneath Ashton Turner, and he got fouled. Ashton Turner should go to the stripe to shoot, and I believe he will. Foul called on Ethan Hampton. That's 3 on him, and Southeast can't afford to lose him. He's one of their top players. Ashton Turner, his first trip to the free throw line, and his first free throw is no good. Colton Prather is going to check into the game. He'll replace Hayden Rittenhouse. Also, Noah Singleton is back in. and Hampton will likely sit the rest of the half. Second attempt up from Turner. That one is good. J.K. Woodall will replace Braylon Cothran. Inbounds pass, they get it in to Williams. Williams being guarded. Spinning around. Give it to the left side, 33 seconds. Now Moreno's got it. Ball rolls on the floor. Moreno gets it back. They go underneath to Davis. Picked off by Cedartown, J.K. Woodall. J.K. Woodall paint. Fakes it. Shot was blocked. And I thought it bounced out of bounds, but no. But we steal it back does Colton Prather. But now that shot was no good, and now Johnson brings it down. 12 seconds on the clock. Three-pointer try. High off the glass. Hits the scaffolding. It's going to turn it over to the Dogs with 8.9 to play in the first half. Colton Prather will check it in, I believe, to Davion Smith. Adrian Adame will check into the game now for Sean Davis. And it goes to Cedartown. It'll be Colton Prather. Prather to the paint. Takes it to the hoop. Plays it up. It is no good. Rebound taken by Cothran. Cothran had it knocked away, and that'll be the half. Shot was up. I don't think they're going to count it. Will they count it? They will count it. Count the basket. Number 15, Braylon Cothran with the 2. And Cedartown leads it now 46-11 as we head to the half. A big first half by the Cedartown Bulldogs. We'll take this 2-minute timeout. We'll wrap up the first half and talk about the second half coming up. Plus, we'll preview tomorrow's matchups here at Altoona High School in the quarterfinal round of the region tournament. When we return after this 2-minute timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the GHSA.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Welcome back. A big first half for the Cedartown Bulldogs. As we expected, 46-11 the score. Cedartown allowing only 5 points in that first period, only 6 points allowed in the second period. But the Raiders allowing 22 points in the first period and 24 points in the second period of play. Good games all around. Quentin Cothran a little slow to get started, but once he did, he was able to get 8 points. He's got 8 points so far through half of play. Zane Diamond Paisley, though, having a great game. He's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 12, 13 points for the senior. Aston Turner has 5 points. 5 points for Hayden Rittenhouse, 5 points for Colton Prather. Braylon Cothran has 2 points, and Keenan Price has 2 points to add up to the Cedartown's 46 points they have here at the half. And the Dogs well on their way to securing themselves a quarterfinal berth. They're hoping to play the Hiram Hornets tomorrow night here at Allatoona High School. In case you missed it, the Lady Bulldogs victorious in their matchup against the Woodland Lady Wildcats. That's why I've been saying Woodland all night, because we played Woodland first, and I guess when you're used to playing back-to-back doubleheaders against the same team with girls and boys, you kind of get that ingrained in your head. But it was a 60-21 win for the Lady Bulldogs over Woodland in our first broadcast of the evening tonight, and Lady Bulldogs will play the Cass Lady Colonels tomorrow. Cedartown Bulldogs hoping to take care of business here, and as we mentioned before, it looks very likely that's going to be the case, even through a half of play, leading as much as they are, 46-11, to a chance to have a rematch with the Hiram Hornets, a team that Cedartown has struggled with. There's a lot of really great basketball talent in this region. Of course, the host school here, Allatoona, in men's and boys basketball, they've got one of the best teams in the state here at Allatoona. Also, Cartersville's tough. Cass, also a pretty good team. Hiram, very good team as well. And, of course, the Dalton Catamounts, also extremely good for this region. So some tough games here to come, but the Bulldogs hoping to stay alive. And again, as we mentioned before, I don't want to say that tomorrow's appearance will be a foregone conclusion, but it's pretty much a foregone conclusion, with the score being 46-11, barring some crazy meltdown by the Dogs defense. I think they're going to be okay. But you certainly want to stick with us for the next half of play, as the Bulldogs have a 46-11 lead. We do have, of course, baseball action scheduled for this week. Now, we say scheduled. It's a loose term, because we've got some very heavy rains expected to move in tomorrow night into Wednesday and into Thursday as well. In fact, we've got a flood watch for these rains that are coming in. So it's very possible that season opener for Cedartown baseball might be delayed to another day. In fact, it looks to be some pretty heavy rains starting tomorrow night through Wednesday and Thursday. And then as we get to the weekend, the next games on the schedule, the doubleheaders at Calhoun against Whitewater and the host school Calhoun. Those games could be in jeopardy with a possible strong storm system moving in on Saturday into Sunday. So we'll just have to wait and see for baseball. But baseball season is upon us. And, of course, the Big AA will have all the action for you here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big AA. Well, in this basketball game, Cedartown is well in control. 46-11 is your score. The Bulldogs leading the Southeast Whitfield Raiders. Cedartown is already out on the floor. Not much to talk about in the locker room for the Bulldogs. Just about everything going right for Cedartown tonight. Dogs, and again, I'm not saying they're looking ahead already to Hiram, but as a broadcaster, I think I can kind of look ahead to Hiram right now from what we've been seeing. Woodland for the girls not having a good season, and Southeast Whitfield 0-24 on the season and 0-14. And we don't shred lightly at that, because a couple of years ago the Cedartown Bulldogs were in the exact same spot that Southeast Whitfield is in right now. So we know that's a tough place to be, and we're hoping that Southeast can improve for next season. But we hope that is next season and not this season. Because Cedartown with a big lead here, 46-11 over the Southeast Whitfield Raiders. When we come back, the start of the second half, Cedartown with a big lead, 46-11. This 2-minute break, and we'll be back with second half action on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Georgia needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember, Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's, and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Cedartown leads 46-21, about to begin the second half of play. Cedartown, in our previous meetings with Southeast Whitfield, back on the 9th of January, 83-23 win at Southeast. And then, of course, our senior night win, 63-34 over the Raiders, back on the 31st of January. Final buzzer sounds for the end of the half, and 8 minutes on the clock, and the Dogs will have their starters back out on the floor. It'll be Hayden Rittenhouse to check it in. We'll have possession to start. Ashton Turner out there, as well as Zane Diamond Paisley, Davion Smith, and Quinlan Cothran. And the inbounds pass will go into ZDP on the right side. Give now to Rittenhouse. Now back to Davion Smith. Three-pointer try straight away. Good. Davion Smith with his first basket of the day. It's a three-pointer. Shockingly so. 46-11. Check that, 49-11. A little slow to put the score on there. Almost had a takeaway there. Number 4 has it for them, Mason Williams. Give it outside to number 10, Braden Johnson. Johnson back out. Sean Davis. Davis driving. Shot is up. It's no good. Rebound taken by the Dogs. It'll be Hayden Rittenhouse. Down the far side. Rittenhouse across the timeline gives to Quinlan Cothran. Cothran all the way to the hoop. Hit this one-handed slam. Quinlan Cothran, his first dunk of the night. 51-11. Dogs up by 40. Number 20 is Alan Moreno. He'll try to dribble it. It's going to be taken away by the Bulldogs. Rittenhouse gets away from his coverage to Davion Smith, down to Quinlan Cothran. Cothran in the paint, given underneath Ashton Turner. The layup is good. Ashton Turner gets his 7th point, and it's now 53-11. Johnson for Southeast. Bounces underneath, taken away again by the Dogs. So he had to go to... It's going to be Hayden Rittenhouse, backs it up now to Quinlan Cothran, tries to backwards pass to, I guess, to Davion Smith. He was the only one back there. It went off of Southeast defender. It will be Dogs ball. Davion Smith will do the honors. And it goes to Rittenhouse. Quick three from the right side is good. Hayden Rittenhouse with his second three of the game. He's got 8 points now. The Dogs lead it by a score of 56-11. Raiders yet to score in the period. Ethan Hampton about to check back into the game here in a moment. Mason Williams gets double teamed. A lot of pushing and shoving going on. He'll back up and try a three-pointer. It's going to be no good. ZDP with the rebound. It'll be off of his foot and goes out of bounds. So Southeast will keep possession. So Hampton's going to check in for Braden Johnson. Hampton, I believe, has 3 fouls already. In it goes left side. Moreno going to try to drive it. He'll take it to the hoop. It gets lodged up there, and it's going to be an automatic jump ball. That should be Woodland basketball. And it will be. Cedartown wasn't quite sure that it was. The officials looking to send it inbounds. Oh, they're going to get that one high off the glass and good. It's Hampton, 56-13. Here come the Dogs. Davion Smith to Ashton Turner. Now back to Davion, left side ZDP. ZDP to Davion Smith again on the left corner. Now ZDP from three. It's going to be short. Rebound by Rittenhouse on the right side. Rittenhouse to ZDP in the paint. Give now to Ashton Turner. His little floater is good. Ashton Turner. Dogs have scored 3, 6, 8, 10, 12 points already here in the third quarter and lead at 58-13. 2 points for Southeast Whitfield. That layup is no good. Rebound by Quinlan Cawthorn. Cawthorn with a burst of speed. Cawthorn slam! One-handed jam there by Cawthorn. All the way from coast to coast. And the foul, too. Foul was called on number 4, Mason Williams. His second foul in the first of the period. Dogs going to go ahead and sub out four of our guys and leave Quinlan out there, at least for the moment. So Cawthorn 0 for 2 from the stripe, but now gets the 2 on that one-handed jam and the foul. The and one is up and in. Quinlan Cawthorn. And he'll take a rest as Woodall will replace him. So you got Jacavian Woodall, Jamarius Woodall, Thomas Robertson, Isaiah Johnson, and Colton Prather in the ballgame now. Ethan Hampton, battle for it on the floor, still trying to get to it. And the jump ball forced by Jacavian Woodall. And it will be Cedartown basketball. Great job there by J.K. Woodall to get in there and fight for it. Woodall will send it into Colton Prather. Colton will bring it across. He'll pass to J.K. Woodall. Back to Prather. Prather right about top of the key. He'll pass to Isaiah Johnson. Now to give to Jamarius Woodall in the paint. Back outside. It'll be Thomas Robertson from three. Off the mark. No good. Rebound by Woodall again. Woodall in the paint. The feed outside. Isaiah Johnson. Left-handed three-pointer try. That's no good. Rebound by Woodall again. Woodall shot no good. He gets fouled. Jamarius Woodall will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. And it will be on Ethan Hampton, his 4th. And Hampton will have to come out probably for the rest of the period. Braden Johnson is set to check in for him. And now Jamarius Woodall to the free throw line to shoot. First one is no good. He was 2 for 2 right before that one. Now he's made 2 and missed 1. So Hampton will be relieved for Braden Johnson. Second free throw from Woodall. That one no good. That one did hit the rim, I thought. But the official whistles it dead anyway. Inbound pass goes into Noah Singleton. Singleton now will hand to Williams, and they cross the half-court mark. Williams trying to get around a screen, but the screen breaks down quickly. He'll have to pass, he'll have to give it up. And that one will be off the mark, off of Sean Davis's hands. And it will turn over to the Bulldogs. 4:27 to play here in the third. And bounce pass goes into Colton Prather. Prather in the front court now. Underneath to J.K. Woodall. Now back out to Prather. Right side Thomas Robertson. Now Jamarius Woodall. Jamarius underneath J.K. Woodall. Woodall shot good. Jacavian Woodall gets his first basket. Everybody kind of spreading the love right now. Everyone has scored that's played except for Thomas Robertson. We got to get him going. Mason Williams outside. They'll try 3. That is no good. Rebound by Jamarius Woodall. They go ahead. Isaiah Johnson. Johnson passes to J.K. Woodall. J.K. paint. Shot up. It is good. J.K. Robinson, or Woodall rather, Jamarius Woodall, or Jacavian Woodall. Man, it's late tonight. I'm telling you what, 65-13. My apologies, folks. Jacavian Woodall trying to get a strip away there, trying to take it away from number 10, Braden Johnson. Gives ahead now to Sean Davis, and now we got a whistle and a foul call. They're going to get a foul called on the Dogs. I guess it's going to be on Colton Prather. And if so, that is his first foul. First team foul for the Dogs in the period, too. They get it into Davis. Davis spins, puts up the jump shot, rolls out, no good. Rebound by Thomas Robertson. Robertson was fouled from behind. They get underneath. Isaiah Johnson, jumper, blocked out of bounds. Close to a foul, but none called. 65-13 lead for Cedartown. Inbounds pass, Isaiah Johnson in the perimeter. Give it out to Jamarius Woodall, now outside to Thomas Robertson. Give it again to Isaiah Johnson. He'll try three, short. Rebound by Jamarius Woodall. Woodall's layup, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back. It is good, and the foul. And the foul called on Sean Davis, number 32. Davis's third foul. Jamarius Woodall, some great minutes off the bench tonight. His and one is up and no good. Rebound by J.K. Woodall. Jamarius gets the pass from him. Outside to Isaiah Johnson. Long three. No good off the rim. Rebound by Woodall again. Put back no good. He got fouled again. This time it's J.K. Woodall. And the foul called on number 10, Braden Johnson. And Johnson has two now. Alan Moreno going to check in, and that'll send Jacavian Woodall to the free throw line. Jacavian has 4 points already, his first trip to the charity stripe today. First free throw is short off the front of the rim and no good. Alan Moreno to check in. A few fans left here tonight, mostly Cedartown fans. But it being a late night and a school night, not a ton out here this late. That's second free throw, no good. Rebound by the Dogs again. We're getting some boards right now underneath. Jacavian Woodall in the paint. Put up the shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, put back, no good again. This time, Jamarius Woodall, no good. J.K. Woodall trying to get to it. Now we got a whistle. Jump ball will be called. Possession arrow is going to go with the Southeast Whitfield. So 2:38 to play here in the third period. Cedartown 67 and Southeast 13. They've only scored 2 points in the period. And the Dogs a lot more than that. Johnson lost the handle. Goes underneath, though. Moreno, and to the corner, out of bounds, Cedartown basketball. So Cedartown will get the ball off the Southeast turnover. Inbounds pass will go to Colton Prather. They go ahead to Jacavian Woodall across the timeline. J.K. will pass to Colton Prather. Prather now to Thomas Robertson. Left side to Isaiah Johnson. They go underneath. J.K. Woodall's jumper off the glass, no good. Rebound will be taken by Southeast in the corner. They're going to knock that one out there, and I believe they're going to call a foul on Jamarius Woodall, and they will. That'll be his second foul, and the second on the Dogs in the period. 2:02 to left in the third, and Cedartown well in control of this one. Alan Moreno across the timeline. Dogs, there's a three-pointer try. No good there from Southeast, and Thomas Robertson with a board. Here comes the Dogs again. Isaiah Johnson. Thomas Robertson. He'll pass over to Colton Prather. Now to Isaiah Johnson. He'll try a three-pointer again. Rings out no good. Thomas Robertson with a rebound outside to Jamarius Woodall. Goes all the way to the hoop. Sideways layup, no good. Put back, no good as well. And this time the rebound goes to Southeast Whitfield's number 5, Noah Singleton. 1:20 left to play. And now we got a whistle and a foul will be called. I think they're going to get Woodall there on the reach-in, trying to steal that one away. And it will be on Jamarius. That'll be his third. Jamarius will check out as Keenan Price comes in. Also, Thomas Robertson will head out. And Braylon Cawthorn will come into the ball game. Inbounds pass into number 4, Mason Williams. Williams goes to Moreno now. Moreno outside the perimeter, left wing. Goes to Sean Davis. And the give again, they're going to try to drive to the hoop. Blocked again. Cedartown gets it back. Colton Prather. Prather with a minute to go. Underneath they'll go. The layup is good from number 13, Jacavian Woodall. 69-13, Dogs lead it. Mason Williams, top of the key. Williams going to drive it, spins around backwards. Now passes to Moreno. He'll try a three-pointer. It is no good. Rebound by Keenan Price. They'll go ahead now to underneath. J.K. Woodall. Shot good off the glass. Lay-in is absolutely perfect. 71-13. 30 seconds to go in the third period. Mason Williams, top of the key. Williams trying to get around a screen, and the screen doesn't work. He's on the floor, and still a skirm for the ball, and it's going to roll loose, picked up there, and we're going to touch it last. It will be Southeast basketball with 13 seconds to go in the third period. And they get it in over there, number 20, Moreno. Moreno passes. Get it to Williams. Williams going to try to drive with 7 seconds. The little floater's no good. Rebound taken by Woodland, but he came from out of bounds to get it. And you can't do that. It'll be a turnover to the Dogs with 2.4 to go. And Cedartown's going to hold Southeast Whitfield to only 2 points in this third period. And we're just going to let this one run out, and that'll be the end of the third period. Cedartown leads 71-13 as we head to the fourth period, and it'll be a short one after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Looking for great deals? Stop by Livewire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
6 minutes on the clock here, and Cedartown will have the inbounds pass as we start the shortened fourth period. Colton Prather to Thomas Robertson. Prather top of the key. He'll pass to Robertson on the right side. They go underneath to Keenan Price. Shot is up and no good. And they'll go backwards again. Thomas Robertson underneath. It's no good as well, and that'll be out of bounds. Last touched by Southeast Whitfield. It will be Dogs basketball with 5:38 to play. 71-13. Is potentially a chance to be the highest scoring game of the year. Thomas Robertson now to Cochran. Cochran underneath the Price. Price layup is good. Keenan Price with his fourth basket, and it's now 73-13. A 60-point lead. Ethan Hampton, top of the key. He's gotten 4 fouls, so he'll be working gingerly, I'm sure. To give down to Johnson. Johnson driving around. He got tripped over, and he's a little slow to get up. They're going to call the foul on the Dogs, and I think it is the right one. It'll be on Braylon Cothran in his first. And the inbounds pass will be checked in to Ethan Hampton. Hampton to Braylon Johnson. Stands on the Altoona A at the middle of the floor. He'll give now to number 1, Xavier Nelson. Now it'll be Johnson. Now that's shot up and no good. It'll be, wow, they're going to say a block. I never saw it touched at all by Cedartown, but they're going to say it was a little bit of a gift there. Moreno will inbounds it. It'll be tipped out of bounds by Colton Prather. So again, it'll force an inbounds pass for Southeast. And it goes to number 5, Noah Singleton. They'll try a 3 at the buzzer, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. Cedartown will have the basketball. 4:42 to play in the game as one of the Southeast players tying his shoe, and now they'll give him the chance, and here we go. Colton Prather down the floor. working from right to left now here in the second half. Been a quick second half already. The Dogs have been scoring points at will. Three-pointer try, no good there from Thomas Robertson. Rebound by them. Alan Moreno, top of the key. Give it to the right side to Xavier Nelson, and he'll spin. They go outside. Three-pointer try is up off the glass. In and out, no good, but the putback is also no good. Rebound by Cedartown's number 10, Jamarius Woodall. Colton Prather down the floor. Underneath to Price. The lay-in is good. Keenan Price, his sixth basket. 75-13, under 4 to play. Ethan Hampton will set up at the top of the key. The pass to his left. He'll get it back. Now it goes right side to Moreno. Back to Hampton. Now Johnson. Right side to Xavier Nelson. That shot is up and no good. Rebound to be taken by the Dogs. Colton Prather. Prather splits two defenders. Splits another one. They're going to call Prather on the offensive charge. His second foul. Coach Cherry, even with the big lead, still coaching his players away. Dogs lead by 62, 75-13. Nelson in the paint for Southeast. They go outside. Hampton, now left side. Again, Nelson, the three-pointer try, no good. They'll bounce one over here to Moreno. His shot is up and no good. Rebound by Price. And now to Woodall, and now it's going to be taken back by number 12 for the Dogs, Colton Prather. 3 minutes to go. Prather top of the key. Dogs will take on Hiram tomorrow night in the quarterfinals. It's Thomas Robertson. There's a three-pointer try up and short, no good from Braylon Cothran. And the rebound taken by Xavier Nelson. Nelson gets double-teamed. He gets it ahead now to number 5, Singleton. His shot is up and no good. Rebound by Cedartown's Jamarius Woodall. And Colton Prather will bring it down with 2.5 to play. 75-13. Prather to Thomas Robertson. Come on, Thomas, let's get some points. Right side. We want everyone to get involved here in this one. That one's going to roll and almost backcourt, and they will say backcourt. I didn't think the ball crossed half court, but apparently it did. Colton Prather did everything he could to try to save it. Unfortunately, not enough. So Southeast will get it. Johnson on the left wing will dribble around. He'll pass ahead, and we almost picked it off. 2 minutes to play now. Hampton again, three-pointer try, well short, out of bounds. Cedartown basketball with 2 minutes on the clock exactly. Actually, they're going to say a minute and 59, and let a second tick off the clock. Inbounds pass goes into Colton Prather. Prather will head to the half-court mark. Now here's Thomas Robertson. Three from Robertson. Good. There we go. Thomas Robertson. His first basket of the day. A three-pointer makes it 78-13 with 1:40 to play. Pass was tipped but taken again. Tucker Townsend. And now go outside. Here's Colton Prather. Prather to the hoop. Lays it up. Good. Colton Prather with another basket. He's got 7. And it's an 80-13 lead for Cedartown. We scored 83 against this team at Southeast Whitfield. That's up and no good. Rebound by Woodall. Jamarius Woodall now to Thomas Robertson. 80-13. They've only scored 1 basket in this first half. In the second half, I should say. Thomas Robertson going to drive it. He'll put up the shot. No good. Rebound by them. And they'll bring it down the floor. Inside a minute to play, 50 seconds. Braden Johnson. Johnson toward the middle of the floor. Ethan Hampton now has it. Hampton going to drive it. He'll put up the floater, and it's good off the glass. That's the first points they've scored since the beginning of the third period. It's now 80-15 with 35 seconds to go. 1 second differential on the shot clock and game clock. So Colton Prather will have to shoot, or somebody will have to shoot it before or do something with it. We're going to try to drain as much time as we can. Pass goes to Thomas Robertson. Back to Colton Prather. 20 seconds, now 19 seconds. will try a three-pointer. No good. Rebound by them, and they'll just bring it down the floor and run the timeout. Braden Johnson, the Dogs are going to win it by what? We'll find out. We pick it up, and we're going to hold on to it. Cedartown a winner tonight, 80-15, your final. 80-15. We don't score the most of the season, but I'll tell you what, it was pretty doggone close. We'll take a 60-second break and wrap it up on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Cedartown wins tonight 80-15. It was a dominating performance by the Dogs from start to finish. And the FCA player of the game is Zane Diamond Paisley, ZDP, with 13 points today. It was a tough toss-up there between him and Quinlan Cawthorn, but ZDP, Zane Diamond Paisley, your FCA player of the game with 13 points. Also, Quinlan Cawthorn had 13 points. 9 points for Aston Turner tonight, 8 points for Jamarius Woodall, 8 points for Hayden Rittenhouse, 8 points for Jacavian Woodall as well, 7 for Colton Prather. 6 points for Keenan Price off the bench. 3 points for Thomas Robertson, 3 for Davion Smith, and 2 for Braylon Cawthorn. And that is your final. Cedartown 80 and Southeast Whitfield 15. The boys will play again tomorrow night around the same time, 8:30 or so, against the Hiram Hornets, and with a chance to make a state playoff berth if they can win on tomorrow night. The girls will play first. They'll play the Cass Lady Colonels. That'll be a 7 o'clock start. The boys at 8:30, and both those games will be right here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network. For Gail back at the radio station, man in the controls, Andrew Carter wishing you good night, God bless, from Altoona High School on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network. Good night, everybody.
W291 TS Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340 and now 106.1 FM WG.